So I will just throw out there, I spoke to Laura this morning. In her email, she cited, um, correct. Instead of 13, it's supposed to say 14. She acknowledged on the phone, it was just a mislead.
Yeah, all we're doing is accepting the notification. We're
I
not
know.
endorsing, we're not doing anything, we're just accepting.
I know. I just wanted to throw that out there.
Thank you. I was trying to search.
You same can pull it up. Where is this?
We're up and running for him. She's not on them.
Clarification would come.
Yeah.
My versiveness on that is here somebody did. There she is.
You hear us, Laura? Just connecting, it still says it's good.
Yeah.
Then go ahead and unmute yourself, Laura, and we'll see if we can hear you. Unmute yourself.
Unmute. Okay, there. I'm unmuted.
We can hear you. All right, well,
Perfect.
get started with our special meeting on January 9th. We have 3 items on the agenda. We added a pay raise, so is there any public comment before we get started on the meeting? Seeing none, we'll move on to administrative issues. I'll entertain a motion to accept the delivery notice for a filing of road petition for the Roosevelt County Road 2048 off of Highway 13.
Make motion.
Second?
I'll second.
Okay, we got a motion and a second. Can we discuss this a little bit, Laura? Can you explain? I mean, we're just accepting the delivery notice. We're not endorsing or accepting anything. We're just accepting that you're noticing it.
Correct. You guys could still appear before the district court once I file the petition and object to deciding this is a county road if you wanted to. My understanding is it is a county road and has been on the oil and gas tax rule for a long time. And so the problem, I think the reason why it's never been perfected is the southern side of the road has trust ground that borders it for a portion of the road.
So what type of easement are you getting on this or asking for?
What we ask for is just that the court declares it a county road that would be consistent with the state statutes. So whatever the state statute says with regard to width would be what we would get.
I didn't know it was like an equipment easement, but it's just regular access, public access to a county road then.
Yeah, it's just to formally create the county road is all that we're doing.
Okay.
We're not getting an access easement that benefits Zimmerman's over the public. It is the route into the house.
Right. It looks like it's about 2 miles in and then the house is on the corner of that section, it looks like.
Right. Yep. And then Dwayne Zimmerman has bins to the south of the house on property he owns.
Any questions on commissioners?
I think that cleared it up as to what it was going to be called. It was just a simple easement type of thing, but you're just declaring it a county road, being it is gas tax maintained by the county. Therefore, since it's been called a county road, you're saying it's a county road.
Exactly.
Any questions? Anybody else?
So where is this located roughly?
How far north of Wolf Point is this? It's about 8 miles north.
Be 10 miles north of Highway 2, roughly.
So it's off of
Highway 13 toward the east. toward Jennifer and Daryl Zimmerman's house.
East of Highway 13 for about was it a mile and a half or so, that road?
Yeah, it's about a mile and a half.
Into their place.
You said that they have been paying.
Yeah, it's on our, it's always been a county road, it's just not been designated as a county road.
Okay.
Gas tax has been paid on it, it's maintained, it was built by the county.
The old,
It just
There-
was never properly perfected as a county road. I suspect partly because it crosses tribal grounds on the south.
There, you know, how we did the public access to all the county roads off the reservation, this is just another way of doing that same process. We did it by resolution, this is doing it by a court, so there's different ways of making a county road. Did I explain that right?
well,
Yep.
we were doing it in mass quantities where Laura was doing it, client at a time. When it presents itself to her and she can't get easements granted, then this is, I don't want to speak out of turn, but this is kind of the last resort for your client is to go through this process because you couldn't get a easement right away or anything else granted.
Correct. And of course, you know, in the eyes of the law, the end result might be that we only have a legal county road on the north half of the road, depending on where the road actually runs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guess
But at
it
least-
boils down to the fact is if they can grant access to get into there, then it satisfies the needs of both buyer seller.
Yeah, it's for still like our
Correct.
money, look at our money.
And, you know, and as long as they have public access on at least half of the road, let's presume the road runs down the boundary line and part of it's on the tribal piece. Arguably, I think the tribes could take the position we don't have a county road as to the portion of the road that lies south of the boundary. Because we don't have jurisdiction to declare a county road, in my opinion, across trust ground, nor does a state court have that authority.
That's what I understand it too.
Which is why when you see my petition, which I sent to Tom, I think I pretty carefully say that we're only requesting it along the southern boundary of the fee ground, not the northern boundary of the trust ground.
Yeah, I see how you're explaining that out there, private landowner. And just, I guess, since I'm kind of from up in that area, that was would have been Daryl's parents' place, Russell, and I can't think of his mother's name. That house has been there for as long as I've been around. It's probably been there since the 20s, 30s, 40s. That house has always been up there. So it's not a new development of any sorts. It's just correcting something that giving legal access for people to get in and out, I guess.
You have any questions, Bill?
I don't know, are you guys done with designating all these county roads now?
Well, the tribes haven't given us the blessing to do it on the reservation yet. They're still with their lawyers. You know, the tribes are in the, you know, they're in the business of buying land back too, so that's whole nother issue. Any other questions, comments, any motion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. It's been noticed. Thank you, Laura, for that information.
Thanks. You guys have a great day.
Me too.
Thank you. Motion to accept Microsoft renewal from the IT department.
Make a motion.
Okay. This motion would give us Office 365 for all our systems. It's $12,360 a year. We've had it before. It's just a continuation. Questions or comments? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Then we added a pay raise for Sarah Bear Wagner from the jail. Go from grade 1 to grade 2, grade 1 range 8 to grade 2 range 7. Motion to accept. Motion. Second. Discussion or comment? This is an annual raise.
I'll throw out just from county attorney's office. Every time we've reached out to her, she's been down on spot doing good.
comments? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Any other business? Motion to close.
Make a motion.
Or close.
What, make a motion?